This video is about dogs who saved their owners' lives. So, let's start directly. A robber quietly enters a house, and as he walks in, he comes face to face with a dog. Instead of attacking the dog, the robber remains calm and attempts to show affection towards it, trying to keep the situation under control. To an observer, it seemed like everything was under control. However, things took a turn when the house owner, a lady, saw the stranger inside her home and screamed. Upon hearing her scream, the dog immediately understood that this man was a threat. Instantly, the dog reacted aggressively, showing its protective instinct. The robber tried to maintain control of the situation, but the dog grew more intense, causing the robber to retreat. The barking of the dog terrified the robber, and in a panic, he attempted to flee by opening the door. However, in his panic, he couldn't open the door at first, but somehow the robber managed to open it and quickly ran out. In the end, the dog successfully protected its owner. This situation is a perfect example of loyalty and bravery, showing how the dog's devotion to its owner led to a heroic act of defense. The dog kept pulling at its owner's clothes repeatedly, trying to get her attention. At first, the owner didn't understand why the dog was acting this way. In confusion, she scolded the dog and returned to sit in the same spot. But the dog, determined, kept pulling at her clothes again, and when the owner still didn't understand, she scolded the dog once more. Just then, something unexpected happened. A large old tree suddenly fell right where she had been sitting. Seeing this, the owner realized that the dog was trying to warn her of the danger. This moment made her realize how animals, especially dogs, can sense impending danger. They can pick up on things that humans might miss, showing that dogs not only have a remarkable instinct, but also a deep understanding of protecting their loved ones. This was a clear example of how the dog's behavior was driven by a protective instinct, warning its owner of the potential threat. As the shop owner approached the door of his shop, he noticed a stranger standing outside. This shopkeeper was fortunate to have a loyal companion, a dog, by his side. The stranger turned out to have malicious intentions and attempted to rob the shopkeeper. But little did the robber know that the shopkeeper had a four-legged guardian ready to defend him. The moment the robber tried to loot the store, the dog sprang into action. With fierce determination, the dog attacked the robber, catching him completely off guard. Startled and overwhelmed, the robber abandoned his plans and fled the scene, saving himself from further trouble. Dogs are truly lifesavers, especially when it comes to children. One such heartwarming incident highlights the unwavering care of a dog. The baby started moving toward the door, attempting to go outside. The dog noticed this and immediately acted. First, the dog stopped the baby in his tracks and then went to lie down in front of the door, forming a protective barrier. However, the baby tried again to move toward the door, determined to go outside. The dog, staying vigilant, stopped the baby once more. This time, the dog gently but firmly tried to lead the baby away from the door. After a couple of attempts, the dog finally succeeded in guiding the baby to a safer spot, far from the door. Thanks to the dog's protective instincts and quick actions, the baby was kept safe from potentially wandering into danger. Take this moment as an example. The owner's two dogs are barking continuously at a person standing nearby. The person seems to be reaching toward the owner in a way that looks like he might slap them. But the dogs, ever alert, refuse to let anything happen to their human. They bark persistently, keeping a close watch on the person's every move. Some dogs are specially trained to assist with health-related issues, and their loyalty and skills can make a world of difference. Take this example. The owner suffers from epilepsy, a condition that can lead to sudden seizures and pose a risk of injury. During such an episode, the service dog immediately springs into action. With remarkable calmness and precision, the dog places its front two legs gently on the owner's body, applying pressure to prevent further harm and to provide a sense of grounding. What's even more incredible is how the dog stays with the patient throughout the episode, waiting patiently until the situation stabilizes. This baby hasn't even been born yet, and the family already doesn't need to worry about its safety. Why? Because the family dog has already taken up the role of a protector. In this heartwarming moment, someone tries to touch the mother's belly, but the dog immediately steps in to stop them. Standing between the person and the mother, the dog makes it clear that no one is allowed to come too close without its permission. The dog's alertness and actions show just how much it already cares for the unborn baby. A woman was out on a walk with her loyal dog, enjoying a peaceful day. However, things took a sudden turn when the owner suffered a seizure and collapsed on the side of the road. The dog, sensing the emergency, immediately sprang into action. At first, the dog tried to assist the owner directly, but realizing it couldn't do much, it began barking loudly to call for help. Moments later, a car approached, and that's when the dog had an idea. With incredible bravery and quick thinking, the dog ran into the center of the road, forcing the car to stop. The driver, noticing the distressed dog, stepped out to investigate. Seeing the owner lying on the ground, the driver quickly called for help. Thanks to the dog's instinctive actions and unwavering loyalty, the owner received timely assistance, and a potentially tragic situation was averted. Terrifying moment unfolded when a leopard attacked a man. The man, desperate to save his life, tried to climb into a nearby truck for safety. But just as the leopard closed in, an unexpected group of heroes came to his rescue, a pack of street dogs. The dogs, sensing the danger, quickly gathered together and began barking loudly and aggressively at the leopard. Their unity and unrelenting barks created an intimidating atmosphere. The leopard, feeling threatened and outnumbered, hesitated and eventually decided it was safer to retreat. Two young bears wandered into a residential area, creating panic among the residents. As soon as people spotted the bears, they quickly locked themselves inside their homes for safety. The entire neighborhood seemed paralyzed with fear. But then, a small yet fearless French bulldog appeared on the scene. Despite being much smaller in size compared to the bears, the little dog wasted no time in confronting them. With relentless courage, it barked ferociously and began chasing the bears away. Amazingly, the two bears, startled by the dog's boldness and determination, decided it wasn't worth the trouble. They turned around and fled the area. This tiny but brave dog managed to protect its owner and the entire neighborhood with its heroic actions. That's all for today. Tell us in the comments which moment surprised you the most, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks.